Hey, what's up, y'all? It's been a little minute. I'm Nikki if you're new, but if you're returning, welcome back to my channel and thank you for your continued support. So today I'm going to be doing a product review on Moonjuice Magnesi-om Berry Calm, but not only am I reviewing this specific brand of magnesium supplementation, but I'm also going to be talking to you about magnesium in general and why I'm doing this and why it's so important, regardless of the brand that you choose. So go ahead and get your little snack, get you a notebook and take some notes because I might give you some helpful information and get comfortable. It's not going to be that long, but it's going to be a lot of little gems for you. All right, be right back.
Stay in the morning, stay tomorrow with me. Give you a moment, give you a moment with me. Smell all the roses.
Okay, so let's just go ahead and jump into this by saying this is not a sponsored video. I repeat, this is not a sponsored video. I wasn't even sent this product for free. I think it's very important to disclose in the beginning because it may or may not affect how you view my review. But let's just let you know right now, the money came out of my account for this product and I am not getting reimbursed for it in any kind of way except for by your support. So now that that's out of the way, let's start off first by talking about why I chose to do magnesium or look into magnesium supplementation at all to begin with. If you've been rocking with me for a while, you already know that I'm really into natural supplementation. Natural doesn't always mean safe, but if you do your research and you look at what the building blocks of our cells are, then a lot of times, a lot of the problems we have start with those building blocks and go from there. So I am all about kind of learning what your body needs at its most basic level and then determining whether or not I could use a little bit more of that. Magnesium is one of those things. So all of the research I looked at says that magnesium, a true magnesium deficiency, is not common, but most people do not get optimal amounts anymore. So don't be confused if ever you get any kind of test, which I'm not even sure if there's really one for magnesium levels, but if you ever get any kind of test for any kind of blood level, blood serum levels, urine levels, whatever it may be, that just because you're in normal range doesn't mean you're in optimal range. And that's where our traditional healthcare system, at least in the West, falls short because we're really not clear anymore on how reliable these ranges are for individual needs. But then on top of that, they're not saying that you're optimal. They're just saying you're not knocking on death's door. I'm trying to thrive, not just survive. And the reason why a lot of us don't get a lot of magnesium anymore is because our soil has been affected, and primarily in our fruits and vegetables. That's where we get a lot of our magnesium from. Because the soil quality has declined, so has the levels of magnesium that we get naturally through our foods. Also, things like stress, which can lead to chronic diarrhea, heightened cortisol levels. All of these things can drain the magnesium out of your body. And so when your magnesium is low, not only do you not feel good in general, but more specifically, your immune system is affected, your mood is affected, your sleep quality is affected, your joints are affected, your skin is affected. Okay, you get the point, right? So just to summarize that down, magnesium is one of the core elements we need for almost every process in our body and everything to do with energy metabolism processes in our body. It's very important, but also structurally important for bone and teeth health. And to also summarize the things that deplete our magnesium: farming methods, birth control, diuretics, stress, heavy drinking, the list goes on. It's an element in our body that is very susceptible to be out of whack and not optimized. To drill it down even further, for me personally, I'm 43 years old. I have hit the big P, perimenopause, you guys, and I'm dealing with the effects of that. So I deal with a lot of brain fog, I deal with a lot of energy issues, and I deal with quality of sleep issues. So you don't have to be a woman or be perimenopausal to understand that magnesium is very important, but very specifically, that's what gave me a big push towards it. Also, I do suffer from osteoarthritis, psoriasis, and psoriatic arthritis. Now, I've managed to manage the intensity or the side effects that come with those conditions. And a lot of that is by minimizing inflammation, which maybe I didn't identify specifically. Inflammation is also one of those key things that magnesium helps keep under control, is the body's inflammation response. So being that I have arthritis as well, I really keep trying to look into ways to naturally supplement or rebalance my body to be able to combat the negative effects of that. Before we go even any further, I like to emphasize all the time when I review these types of products, anything you're ingesting, natural does not mean healthy. Now, a lot of times natural options are healthier and come with less side effects than a lot of the things that we get from Big Pharma. But that does not mean that you blindly go trying all these supplements, herbs, adaptogenic herbs, all of those things, because they can affect existing conditions and they can worsen them if you're not really aware of the ins and outs and the good and bad that comes with it. So be very careful trying anything. And on the internet, it says that people with heart or kidney disease should not be experimenting with magnesium supplementation. Now, if you have a specific situation and your doctor went ahead and gave you the green light for one reason or another, you're fine. Follow your doctor's orders. But if you are out here researching on your own to start something new, do not play around with magnesium if you already have existing heart or kidney issues. That being said, why did I choose Moonjuice? Okay, let's go ahead and get this out the way. Moonjuice is not the cheapest for any of the products that they offer. But sometimes quality comes with the not cheapness. The coins come with confidence that you know what you're getting. Not all the time, okay? Because I see some of y'all out there, you look, do what you do, boo. If you like rocking a Louis Vuitton bag, that the leather ain't no better than, listen, don't let me get started down that road. I mean no offense. But there are certain situations where more money equals better quality. And there's some where y'all just paying for a name. Moonjuice, you are paying for the quality, the research, and the development in this product, and also the intensity of the positive effects. So let's start off by saying Moonjuice's motto for their Magnesi-om is meditation you can sip, rest, relaxation, and regularity. I do understand that they have to minimize their mottos, but when I say they are like minimizing themselves, Moonjuice, you need to pop your ish, okay? It's magic. It's magic in a container. It's magical. It's unicorns in this stuff. I see why they name their stuff like moon dust. Like there's literally like magical moon unicorns from Mars that like come down to poop their little magical unicorn poops in every container. Okay, that might be doing much. We doing too much? Okay, I'm sorry. But no, for real. The main reasons I chose Moonjuice are bioavailability, sourceability, if that's the word. If not, what I mean is that they're basically very transparent and they're very clear on where they're getting the elements that make up their products from. It's not from some mystery cave in Antarctica and they paid a guy $5 to smuggle it in. You know, I know that don't make sense, but you get what I'm saying. It's clearly sourced from reliable sources. And not only that, it covers all your magnesium needs. Now, what do I mean by all your magnesium needs? You can get magnesium super duper cheap from your local grocers, from the Walmart, from the Target, wherever you may get it from your local drugstore, you can get it super cheap. But 9 times out of 10, what you're getting is magnesium oxide. Now, magnesium oxide isn't terrible, but its bioavailability is on the lower end of the spectrum, on the lower end of the scale. Also, a lot of people have been known and reported a lot of gut issues when they deal with magnesium oxide as their chosen source of magnesium. And in some cases, I see people reporting heart palpitation issues. Now, don't get me the line about the science behind that. If it's less bioavailable, I'm thinking the body is not knowing how to get rid of it or what to do with it. So it's almost like in some ways, even though it's not absorbing it in the proper places, it's left to kind of create chaos everywhere else. Don't quote me, but it just, people are having more side effects. So Moonjuice has a blend, a magnesium blend, and you're gonna get the following items. Excuse me, y'all, I'm looking at my notes. Moonjuice Magnesium contains a magnesium chelate blend. Excuse me if my pronunciation is off. I am educated, but I'm country, and sometimes the country overrides the educated, as long as y'all know what I mean. And you can read the ingredients on their website. But the blend contains magnesium gluconate, which is top tier in bioavailability. It's better absorbed by the body, thereby causing less side effects. It gets to where it needs to go. Then we have acetyltaurate, which is a form of magnesium that is more associated with improving relaxation, rest, managing the effects of stress. And stress leads to what? Cortisol increase, and cortisol increase leads to what? Inflammation, fat, cortisol phase, all that good stuff. Stress wreaks havoc. Acetyltaurate magnesium is also based on studies and research that have been done. They feel like this crosses the blood-brain barrier, which means it can affect cognitive processes or assist with cognitive processes directly in the brain. It helps with serotonin and GABA regulation. It helps with cognitive function. It helps with mood, more so than if you're just popping a magnesium citrate tablet. Now, again, it doesn't mean it doesn't work, but bang for your buck, this. Moonjuice Magnesium also contains L-theanine. Now, L-theanine is usually derived from sources like green tea, matcha, and in some mushrooms. Here is another big brain one. It helps you with brain fog, mental clarity, concentration. It's also calming, and it also reduces anxiety, or has been tied to reduction in anxiety, and lessens the effect of stress in the body. All that being said, what have I personally noticed? What can I attest to since taking this? I'm almost 3 weeks in with this, okay? Not with magnesium. 3 weeks in with this particular magnesium blend. Let me give you a disclaimer on this. I played around and did a cup here and there before, so some of it was used out of the bottle already. I'm not really sure how many days worth this is supposed to be, but I had used some of this out of here, maybe a week's worth over time before, but I wasn't consistent with it. This lasted a consistent 3 weeks. My sleep quality. It does not sedate you, but when I tell you the relaxation, I didn't have insomnia. So let me explain to you how I know my sleep quality is better. Because the difference between just no sleep and sleep is very obvious, right? But the difference between I slept 8 hours before, I could sleep 8 hours now, but I don't feel like I'm still asleep or still need 8 more hours of sleep when I wake up. The quality is so much better. It's a deeper sleep. I'm getting into that REM. I can tell. I do dream a little bit more, but it's not like crazy or anything like that. Keep in mind that some people, when they first start taking magnesium, do experience that. You could just lower it to less than a teaspoon. But I do have a deeper, better sleep. I wake up feeling so much more rested. My focus and my mental clarity has improved. Remember, you guys, I am perimenopausal. So I dealt with mood and brain fog issues before with just PMS alone. Perimenopause means your PMS could happen the first week of your cycle, of your 28-day cycle. It can happen the second week, the third, the fourth, all of them, any of them, none of them. It's very unpredictable for me in my perimenopausal journey. It's different from everybody. My mood, I'm not gonna lie to you and say I don't get cranky, but with perimenopause and PMS, that feeling is almost like, if this is you, this is your PMS, this is your mood problems. This makes you be able to manage it a lot more, if not eliminate it. That's the best way I can think of it. You control it, it does not control you. Skin, honey, ladies, and I'm sure men will see a benefit with the skin too. So again, don't click off men just because I'm directing this to the women, but ladies, my skin had become, now if you see have seen my old videos, I'm not even sure if they're still up, about acne and oiliness and all this other stuff. I never had dry skin until I hit about 41, and everything started drying out, and I started having all the little crusties from the dry skin. Not because my face wasn't clean. I'm talking about the skin here, the skin here, the skin here, dry and tight. I wake up with scratches, okay? I don't have sleep demons. It's me. I'm the demon. because I'm itching so bad in my sleep from perimenopause because my skin is so dry, and also the itchiness from the hormone depletion and all that other stuff. But literally in these last 2 weeks, my skin has become more supple. I am not peeling like I was before. It's not slothing off all this dead skin. My forehead don't feel so tight anymore, y'all. Thank you, Lord. And I am not scratching my skin off in the middle of the night. Hello, thank you, hallelujah. Okay, and it does also help minimize acne pimples, but I only get those now during my cycle. My skin is still dry. I know it's like, how? But even those have been minimized, even with this dry skin. Whew, y'all, so many things. Now also to my arthritis, y'all, taking this has greatly reduced. Now, mind you, once arthritis eats away at your joints, I'm not saying your cartilage has reappeared. No, my right knee especially was so bad. Any extended activity was swelling it up to the point where I had to sit down. Like it take numerous breaks in between. I had to lay off of my exercise routine or some of the exercises I was doing. I was basically minimized to like, okay, I'm gonna have to go to the Y and sign up for classes with all of the, like, you know, the elderly people and get to know Granny and them, because I can't do anything that requires me to put weight on my knee for too long. Calmed it down completely. Is the joint still damaged? Do I still have other issues with it? Yes. But that inflammation, that chronic pain, gone. Gone, boo-boo. Gone. Gone, boo-boo. Okay. Now that we've gone through all of that, how do I take mine? If you're interested, really, you could just take this in a little bit of water if you want. The flavor is good. They don't use any false flavor sweeteners, colorings. If you look at the ingredient list, everything comes from something natural, okay? Even down to the coloring, if they have coloring. This is a slight pink, but they don't use like food dyes and unnatural food dyes. And no, they don't crush up beetles. It's listed, okay, in English so you can understand. Take a look at their website. So it's sweet, but it's not like they don't use saccharin and stuff like that. They use natural flavors, sweeteners, colors, and extracts. So you could have just put it in some water, and it's not any flavor that you really need to mask to it. But I do what they call the Sleepy Girl Mocktail. Now, some people use like soda water and stuff like that. I don't do that because I find when you mix this, I don't know if it's some kind of reaction or whatever, that I get a lot of froth on the top. So I just stopped trying to do that. All I do is I'll make a little glass of lemonade, and sue me, I use Minute Maid, zero sugar Minute Maid. Okay, I know that ain't all natural, but look, baby steps, okay? Baby steps. I put a little bit of that. I take tart cherry juice, unsweetened, because cherry juice also has benefits that add on to the relaxing benefits of the magnesium. And I add my powder, and I go on about my business, and I sleep happy, and I wake up happy until somebody pisses me off. You guys, if you're going to start your health journey, the first thing I would always advise is to look at things like your gut health, and look at things like this magnesium powder, and try to source them from ethical vendors like Moonjuice, okay? The link is below in the bio. Let me know if you tried it, how it worked for you, your experience with other magnesiums. Now, I'm gonna also say I don't just use this alone. I have like a big 3 in my daily routine, and we're gonna go through those. So make sure you subscribe if you wanna know what else I'm using along with this to ensure that my hormones are as stable as they can be for somebody going through perimenopause, and that I kind of retain my youthfulness, my flexibility, my mobility as long as possible. Stay tuned. We're gonna go through all of that. But guys, thank you so much. I hope I didn't ramble too much. I tried to keep it to the point and give you the info. I will get better. It's been a while since I've done these types of videos, but I thank you so much for joining me. And I hope that you tried the Moonjuice and it does as much for you as it has done for me and my mental clarity and my quality of life. All right, guys, thanks again for tuning in.
Finally be riding on my way. Finally woke up with some luck in the book. I don't give a what someone say. Finally got my friends in the back of my roller. We gon' make it big one day. We gon' make it big, I say. We gon' make it big, just stay in there. Stay in the moment. Stay in the moment with me. Give you a moment. Give you a moment with me. Smell all the roses. Smell all the roses with me.